Hello, America. More details have come out now about the Newark schoolyard killings and the animals who authorities believe are responsible. The story gets more and more gruesome, and if you have children in the room, I recommend that you don't let them hear the next few minutes. The point tonight is this wasn't merely a killing. It was a massacre. And here is how I got there. Based on a collection of reports now, here's what we believe happened in that Newark schoolyard just a couple of Saturdays ago. Sometime after 11 o'clock at night, 4 good kids getting ready to start college in the fall, 2 boys, 2 girls, approached by a group of men. At least one of the suspects is an illegal alien, others foreign nationals. All of them are alleged to be criminals. It seems that it may have simply started as a robbery, then there might have been some resistance, maybe the girls got loud, then reports say they tried to shut these people up with an attempted gang rape. Yeah, that always does the trick. As the heat and the tensions rose outside the Mount Vernon Elementary School, the vicious assailants upped the ante. They forced 4 New Jersey kids to their knees, put bullets to the back of their head. Then one of the monsters, overflowing with evil, took a machete and sliced off the face of one of the dead girls and then hacked at the others with the same bloody machete. Just before midnight, 3 kids were dead, making it a grand total of 60 murders this year in Newark, a self-proclaimed sanctuary for illegal immigrants. Tonight, here's what you need to know. Let me be extraordinarily clear, and not because I'm going all PC on you, but because it's the truth. Not all illegal immigrants are rapists and murderers, but sanctuary makes it hard to figure out who's who. It's hard to separate the wheat from the chaff. We don't know because we can't ask. Newark, you can't know who's in your city if you don't know who's in your city. Even if you don't support the idea of national ID cards, we, the people, are entitled to know the immigration status of those people who are arrested. Ann Milgram, she's New Jersey's Attorney General, now says she's going to put that common sense practice into place. Well, that's great. Well, guess what, Ms. General, sir? You're 3 dead kids too late. You also need to know that one of the alleged Newark killers was out on bail twice after allegedly raping a 5-year-old child. And at least one of the other gang was apparently walking around with a machete. How did that go unnoticed? I mean, are you out just looking for those guns from law-abiding citizens? Isn't a machete kind of hard to conceal? New Haven, San Francisco, and every other bleeding heart town that's thinking about jumping on the sanctuary bandwagon, I hope you're paying attention to New Jersey. You might want to think that you're offering sanctuary to illegal immigrants, and that is just the thing that Jesus would do. But what you're really doing is offering your women up for rape, your children possibly up for rape and murder, and you're making sure the coroner has some overtime in his future. Security and political correctness cannot peacefully coexist. Tom Fitton is the president and chief spokesman of Judicial Watch. Tom, this kills me about this Attorney General. She says now we're going to get, quote, get serious about the legal status of criminals. You think that's really going to happen?
I do. It's an extraordinary development. Liberal New Jersey is on the cutting edge of immigration enforcement because every police officer in New Jersey is directed, once they arrest someone, to make an inquiry as to their immigration status. And if they're suspected to be illegal, they're supposed to turn them over to ICE.
Okay,
that's a positive development. The negative development is they can't ask anyone else whether they're here illegally or not.
Thank you. That's exactly right. I'm driving in the car. I'm drunk. I got 10 people behind me. We're all in the car having a party. If I break the law because I'm DWI, they can ask me. But God forbid we ask anybody else.
That's right, and that's where it breaks down. But it's a positive development nevertheless. New Jersey needs to get its act together, and it's a signal to other localities and big cities that this sanctuary city policy where police officials tell the cops and handcuff the cops they can't help enforce immigration law and they can't talk to the feds.
What about what is the AG doing on child molesters? I mean, one of these guys was out on bail twice, and he kept having his bail reduced. I mean, what are they doing on that one?
Well, presumably that's part 2, and there's a judge, a senior judge that's been appointed to investigate how the court system handled those cases. But, you know, that's another big problem in New Jersey and other states where violent criminals are let out on bail to the surprise of the citizens who are their victims either from the initial crime or subsequent crimes.
You know, I have to tell you, this is like the perfect storm of stories for any newsroom in America, and yet they're not covering it. If this was just a bunch of white kids that were from America, this story would be everywhere. I mean, look at the outrage of what happened in Cheshire, Connecticut. It's the same damn story, except, I mean, you've got people who are out on bail.
That's right.
Who were supposed to be, you know, in jail. You've got people that are illegal immigrants. You've got a child predator. This is the perfect storm. Why do you suppose it's not getting as much coverage, even as Cheshire did?
Well, because too many in the big media like illegal immigration, and stories that undermine the arguments in favor of legalizing illegal immigrants are given short shrift. Ideology. Glenn, that's the reason.
Yeah. And good luck with what you're doing in Los Angeles. All right. Thanks, Tom. Earlier this week,